The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Welcome back to the show. Great to see everybody who's on our YouTube live stream, including everybody who's watching from the We Survive Bush, You'll Survive Obama Facebook page. Check that out. I have to say, I'm very happy with something John McCain has done. Business Insider has a really good report about John McCain wanting to destroy the cable TV industry for the better. Broken clocks are often right a couple times a day. And John McCain could not be more right on this. Of course, I'm talking about former 2008 Republican presidential nominee, Republican Arizona Senator John McCain. He's working on legislation to pressure cable and satellite TV providers to allow customers to pick and choose the channels they pay for. I've been talking about this for years. I've been talking about this with free press experts for years. This is fantastic. Of course, it's unlikely to really happen, but the fact that a Republican senator like John McCain is working on this, it really does make me think that there is some element of rational, logical thinking when it comes to John McCain. Industry officials said the bill would also end the sports blackout rule, which prohibits cable companies from carrying a sporting event if the game is blacked out on local broadcast television stations. I think that this is really good. Number one, there is a lot of pressure from cable channels, for example, if you want to carry ABC, ABC will say, you know what? You've got to carry ESPN and you've got to give us $4 a subscriber for ESPN if you want ABC. And that's just one of the ways that cable companies are basically coerced into getting all these bundles, which you are then forced to purchase as a consumer for outrageous fees. I think I pay like $125 a month now for cable and internet. And John McCain is making all the right arguments. He's saying he supported the a la carte channel purchasing for 15 years, that there is coercive bundling going on and that it's unfair to people. You have to pay for stuff that you don't even want. I mean, imagine that. You want freedom in this country. You are forced to buy a whole bunch of cable channels that you don't want, just to get a handful of channels that you do want. And he cites evidence in the bill about how this has driven up the price of subscriptions 100%. I mean, all the things that we already know. And I think this is fantastic. I mean, think about what it might mean for alternative media if you could do this. Who's going to add $4 a month for free speech TV, for example, when you already pay $120 a month? But if you pay $40 a month just for the 7, 8, 9 channels that you watch, maybe you're willing to add $4, $5, $6 a month for some alternative independent media. And by the way, if anything makes it more obvious why we need you to become David Pakman Show members than the sad reality, we even have Republicans saying we need to blow up the current media system that we have in this country. We even have Republicans saying it. You've got to be supported. If not this show, do something to support alternative, progressive, independent media. I say progressive, but hey, you know what? Support alternative, conservative media if that's what makes you happy. But the status quo is a disaster, Lewis.
Yeah, this makes perfect sense, and I don't think you'll find anyone who disagrees with this except for someone who works for one of these cable companies.
And let's not kid ourselves. The bill that John McCain has put forward represents some huge hills to climb. I mean, mountains, right? Mount Everest 3 times over, because even though most people probably agree with this, Lewis, like you said, those who hold power over this type of legislation, in great part, don't agree with it. And that's really where the main problems are going to come from.
Unfortunately.
davidpakman.com/membership, though. Let's make an impact right away.